FBI, the cops. Listen, man, anytime I did anything like that, you're talking about a situation where my family's lives were threatened, or in the case of the FBI, you keep talking about. Okay, it's your fucking friend on another continent there that hacked my wife and was threatening to try to ruin her life, dickhead. I don't give a fuck how it looks. I don't care. I'm going to protect my wife by any means necessary. What am I going to do? Travel to another fucking continent and kill somebody? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't care what you think, Tony. You're so far fucking removed from the streets. You're way further removed than I am. You're not that guy, bro. You're not anybody to worry about. You're not. You're not. You're a pussy. You are. And he's talking about, oh, FBS got beat up by Johnny Mac. Yeah, it's funny. He's pizza. SoFlo is pizza. When he's mad at me, I got beat up by Johnny Mac. When he's mad at Johnny Mac, there's no way Johnny Mac beat me up. Yeah, right. And he knows that. He knows that. You guys will use that until the day you die. The bottom line is one thing it proves, no matter what. One thing I never said I was the toughest guy on the planet. I said, if you step to me, I'll fight you. And that's exactly what I did. I was faced with way more people than just one guy. It wasn't one guy trying to fight me, bro. And you know it. You talk mad shit about those guys jumping me. You said 1,000,000 times that they jumped me. You know they did. You said, bro, I can't even count the times you said it. Even when you were pissed off at me at times. I don't care. There's nothing I'm ashamed of from that night. I proved one thing that none of you have proved, that I will start swinging on you if you step to me, period. Or 5 of you, or even if you want to believe there was 4, because I know it's what you guys like to say. You don't take my word for it, whatever. You're not beating up 4 guys. You're going to get fucked up. Well, you step to it. You step the fuck out and say, fuck me up then. You know what I mean? You be a fucking man. And not to listen, I got to talk about BK, because BK, bro, you are such a clown in Eric's chat. I'm not going to disrespect Eric's chat by clowning you, but oh my God, BK's in Eric's chat talking about how he took on people at 3 a.m. and beat them with only kicks, and he clowned people. He was talking like he was a hero. You should have heard him. He was like, it's funny, nobody ever mentions me, something like that, like how he's a tough guy. Bro, why is that? You beat up Joe Bay 8th, according to you. And it's so funny because some of the people that you that were doing a live where you were in the chat bragging about that, they were clowning you 10 minutes later on the phone with me. And then the next thing you know, they're sitting with you months later. You know, nobody takes you seriously, BK. You kicked Joe Bay 8th in the chest. All right, you weren't going to step to Rob Jean. You weren't going to step to anybody. SoFlo, you gave him a hug. Fuck out of here, talking about how tough he is. Yeah, I beat people up at 3 a.m. with only kicks. You should have seen, if you guys saw the comments, he was literally talking like as if I'm the toughest boy on MobTube. Why does nobody mention it? Like, shut up, BK. I don't care. Listen, I'm cool with Eric. I won't disrespect his chat, just like I don't want nobody disrespecting my chat. But that guy BK is a clown and always will be. I'm sorry, he is. He's the same as SoFlo to me, except BK. I think he inherited all whatever money he has, whereas SoFlo gets his from Tina. Karate Kid. Yeah, I know. And even the people. Listen, I won't say nothing. Let's just say, BK, nobody took you seriously when you were telling people about that. Nobody. Even the people you think did, they weren't. So let's talk some politics. Nope. Not on this show. Keep lying, LOL. Facts are facts. You don't want to mention me because it takes your credibility away. Why? BK, you're the furthest thing from tough. BK, do you know how much you lack self-awareness? It took everything in me not to call you out in Eric's chat. You actually said the guys that went to Mike Slick's house did nothing. They went for 2 minutes and left. BK, are you forgetting something? You and Joe went to Gunsmoke's house. You did nothing but talk shit outside of his house, and then you got in a car and left, and you cried on the way home. You cried. Your own boy Joe said it. You did nothing. What'd you do to Gunsmoke? So how are you going to talk about people went to Mike Slick's house and didn't do shit? You backed every single person down. Facts. BK, I would punch you right in the fucking face if we were ever face to face. I guarantee it. What? Punch you right in the fucking face if we were ever face to face. I guarantee it, bro. You didn't back nobody down. You haven't seen people in person to back them down. You haven't. You fucking talk shit on the internet. And what do you know? I knew it. This fucking faggot watches every minute of my show. As soon as I mentioned his name, he was here. Oh, BK, get out of here, bro. Nobody takes you seriously, man. You talk with a lisp, you fucking talk a lot of shit, never do anything to any fucking buddy. You know what I mean? And you don't go looking for no fucking one. He's gonna talk about those guys. Who was it? Argo and whoever went to Mike Slick's house. I agree they weren't gonna do anything, but the point is, BK, you did this with Gunsmoke. You did. I guarantee you think what you want about me. If I'm traveling to go to somebody's house with the intention of hurting them, something's going to happen when I'm there. I'm not just going to get in the fucking car and drive off. And you're so scared of even being arrested for something. You cried and oh my god, he said we went about this the wrong way. We went about it the wrong way. What do you went about what? You didn't commit a crime, BK. What were you crying about, bitch? What were you crying about? You didn't commit a crime. And oh my God, Joe, we're gonna get arrested. Okay, yeah. Joe gave a toe. Yeah, I'll always clown BK till the end of time. Always, 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 always. Nobody who's as tough as he claims to be has to constantly tell people how tough they are. It's you know what I mean. It's not a thing. He backed everybody down, bro. I don't like SoFlo. I do not like SoFlo. I hate that motherfucker. I hate him more than I hate you, even, you fucking ginger-headed freak. But I'll tell you this, SoFlo backed you down. There's no question about it. Nobody thinks otherwise. Nobody. Believe me, even the people that tell you they believe you, because I've spoken to them, and no, they don't. No, they don't. You were shook. You know, you went there with Joe. Of course, you didn't show up on your own. Then again, you probably might as well have been on your own if you were just with Joe. And you didn't do nothing. You gave the guy a hug. You gave the guy a hug. You're a clown, you know? So anyway, that's enough of BK. I just had to call him out for that. I'm sorry. I don't care who he's cool with. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, BK. You're a fucking. What did he say? Where was his comment? What did he say? Oh, I lost it now. You don't want to mention my name because it does what? Oh my God, BK. I could go on about this forever. I would probably give MRE more props than I would give you for his little fucking whack ass confrontation. Honestly, for real. At least he fucking swung at somebody, even though he had a gun and a dog and some friends to help him. You know, at least he swung at somebody. You talked all that shit to and SoFlo too. You pussy. You both. You talked like you were going to kill each other when you ran into each other in person. Nothing. Neither of you did a thing. I guarantee you I would, Luca. There's no question. I saw BK and I know guys like BK. BK's a kid who grew up in the suburbs his whole life. He's not a tough guy. He's never been in any real fights. I would meet up with him in a heartbeat. I'd meet up with anybody. I don't give a fuck about any of you. You know what I mean? So, and you're, I guess, a BK dick rider, or are you actually BK? It's one of those.